The energy of love is a living spirit. It is something that you can invite into your life. It's something that you can work with on a personal level that can literally change every aspect of your life and bring more love into your heart, into your relationships, into your business, into your purpose work, into everything you do. I'm wa-shay-la Sananda. Thank you for joining me. I have been reading, actually, I finished the series this summer of books called The Ringing Cedars of Russia, also known as the Anastasia series. And I loved reading them so much. And I highly recommend that series if you're up for a reading. There are 9 books. You don't have to read them all. You could start with one. It's a really wonderful series. I thought it was fiction when I read the first one. Then I learned it was nonfiction, and it's about a woman named Anastasia who has cosmic consciousness. She has such an expanded consciousness. So reading her words and the way that she explains things, I find very activating and enlightening. One of the concepts that she brings up in the book series is the energy of love. Anastasia describes the energy of love as a living being that wanted so much to contribute to God's creation, and that God is also, in her description, an anthropomorphic being who created the earth and created humanity and wanted to give us everything. And so the energy of love was also a living spirit that came to God and said, I want to give you and your creation all of me, all of the energy of love. And I want to infuse your creation with my energy and the earth and give myself to your creation. And so that was what happened. God said yes, and let the energy of love permeate all of his creations. And I'm saying his, but God is not necessarily a him in the book. It's more of an energy, a being, an energetic presence. And so what happened then is that the energy of love is able to show itself anytime someone tunes into it, anytime someone invites it and is present with it, it shows its presence back. One of the main things about the book is to have people see the value in getting land, getting a piece of land and growing your own food on it. And we can all probably find value in that, and having a personal interaction with the land. And so when you do that, all of the fruits of your labor, meaning the literal fruits, as well as the vegetables and everything else your garden produces, as well as the pollen from the flowers and the trees, and if there are bees and insects there, all of those things are filled with your energy as well as the energy of love, assuming you're putting love into the land and you've invited the spirit of love there, then everything that's created is in this energy of love and it gives you its love. So when you eat a fruit from a tree that's producing fruit that you've grown, the energy of love in that fruit is healing for your body and balancing for your body. And same is true of everything that grows on the land. Even the pollen that you breathe is cleansing your body and giving you nutrients that you need and giving you life-giving essence and the energy of love. When a stranger or someone, like we'll say an enemy, comes onto your land that you've created this way, the opposite is true for them. If someone comes and means you harm, or someone comes and tries to damage your land or your property or steal your fruits, those fruits will instantly turn rotten, either in their hand or when they take a bite, and they will actually have a negative impact if they're able to eat something from that land that they've taken in negativity or with a negative purpose. Then they're going to be detrimental for that person's body. And when you think about it, the way that our food is mass produced and packaged and made in these massive farms, harvested with no human interaction, in most cases, very little interaction and no energy of love, and then the way that people get sick, you can see a direct correlation. And in the Anastasia series, she specifically teaches people how her people will grow everything. Everything around them is healing for them, and everything around them keeps anything negative from coming onto their land or harming them. And it's a really beautiful symbiotic relationship with the earth and everything that grows on the earth, the plants, the animals. The animals are supportive. I mean, they have bears for pets that help with the work on the land and everything. It's really fascinating. The energy of love is what this is really about. And so I've been playing with the whole concept of the energy of love as a living spirit ever since I read this series. And I have been doing this morning meditation that I'm finding so beautiful and so lovely, no pun intended, and so enlightening, really. And I just feel the desire to share it with you and give you a little taste. And maybe it's something that you want to begin practicing too. So the way that this works is every morning when I wake up, I invite the energy of love into my life, into my body, into my mind, into my heart, into my spirit, into my business, and any place, of course, all of my relationships, and anywhere that I can see or think of in that time that the energy of love would be uplifting. Then I go through my body and I start at the crown of my head, and I invite the energy of love into the crown of my head. And then I go through all of the parts of my body, I mean, into my hair, into my eyes, into my teeth, into my skin, and I go down the body into my spine and all of the systems and the organs. I mean, you can name as many or as few as you want, but the point here is not that you just say the words, but that you feel that energy coming into you, that you feel it permeating the places that you're inviting it into. You are inviting the energy of love into your life, into your body, into your energy field. I can feel a physical change when I do this. I feel this opening of my heart center, which is the center of love, and then my whole body will just respond to this beautiful, blissful feeling of the energy of love. And I can feel the living spirit of love moving through me, moving into my body, coming in and uplifting and balancing and harmonizing all of the different parts of my humanity. And then I can also feel it in my connections with others. I can feel it in my business communications and in my sharing. And it's everywhere when you invite it. I invite it into my home and into my personal space. I invite it into my plants. Of course, it's already there, we're invoking it or activating it might be another way of thinking about it. So when I'm interacting with, we'll say like I'm planting something or interacting with a plant and I'm inviting the energy of love, I feel the response of the plants to that energy. It's already in the plant and it's already in us. It's in you. It's in me already. And for many of us, it's just dormant. It's not activated. We haven't invoked it. We haven't called it up so that it can be expressed through us. And certainly you're invoking the energy of love in some areas of your life. This is to bring awareness to there are always more areas that you can invoke the energy of love and activate it and enjoy the beautiful, blissful experience of the energy of love. I particularly like to use this on any part of the body that might be in pain or uncomfortable, or if you have an ailment or a disease or any kind of maybe you worked out too hard and your muscles are sore, or if you have an old injury that you're feeling something some discomfort from, you can invoke the energy of love in those places and physically feel relief from pain and suffering. True love, pure love, does not allow for suffering. When the energy comes into you in such a pure way, it's very healing and it is very cleansing and clearing. So the energy of pain is really the energy of resistance. It's where you're resisting the energy of love is where you're going to feel the energy of pain. And so when you invite that energy of love and allow it to balance the energy of resistance and to clear that space out, you can really experience deep healing, some really deep healing. And it's such a beautiful thing. I am so happy to share it with you. And I'm grateful to the Anastasia series for bringing up the presence of the energy of love. I've been enjoying it in so many areas of my life. And so for this next segment, I am going to do a brief example meditation of how I work with the energy of love, just so you can hear the words and you can feel the energy. I invite you to do this with me, where you can just close your eyes, of course, turn off your phone if you're going to do this, and shut the door, make it so that you're in sacred space for these few minutes that we're going to tap in here. My intention here is to give you a feeling experience of the energy of love and how you can use it in your life. And then once you experience this with me, you can take that meditation and do it in your own life, whatever you want to use it for, all over, whatever you can think of, and let me know in the comments where you've decided or chosen to invoke and activate the energy of love. Maybe you're using it in ways that I haven't even thought of yet. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas on this. But for now, let's tune in, and I invite you to close your eyes if you're in a safe place to do that, and take some deep breaths into your belly, relaxing, settling in, calming and stilling your mind. I invoke the energy of love into my life. I invoke the energy of love and I invite you into my relationships, into my business, into all of my interactions. I invite the energy of love into my biofield, my energetic field. And here I take a few deep breaths, breathing in the energy of love so your body can start to receive it through the breath. I invite the energy of love into my breath, into each breath that I take, inviting and activating the energy of love within my body. I invite the energy of love into the crown of my head, activating my crown chakra, coming in through my hair. Invite the energy of love into my hair, into my body, beginning in my brain. I invite the energy of love to be active in my brain and my thoughts and my consciousness, so that my consciousness is infused with the energy of love. May every thought and every expression of my consciousness be infused with love. And I invite the energy of love into my eyes so that the love can shine through my eyes. And whenever I make eye contact, that other people may receive the energy of love through my eyes. I invite the energy of love through my spinal column, making my bones strong and healthy. clearing out anything that is not of purity, that is not in divine alignment. And I invite the energy of love through my muscular system into my muscles and the tissues of my muscles, into all of my organs. I invite the energy of love. And here, if you have a specific organ that maybe needs attention, could be the pancreas, the lungs, the liver, any place that might need some clearing and some extra love infusion, inviting the energy of love into the body organs. I invite the energy of love into my cellular system, into all of my cells, into my blood, carrying that energy throughout my body. And I invite the energy of love into my heart, activating my heart center, bringing my heart center greater access to loving kindness, to balance, to purity. I invite the energy of love to the base of my spine, and through every energy center of my body, all the way down through my legs into my feet and toes. And I ground this energy of love into the earth, into the space around me. And with every step I take, I invite the energy of love to meet me and to be activated throughout the time and space that I occupy in this realm. I invite the energy of love to be present with me in my divine presence in every moment, with every breath, and with every action that I take. And I invite the energy of love to work through me, through all of my deeds, so that all that I do throughout the day, including the food that I make and cook, including the actions that I take, the emails that I send, the interactions that I have, may all be felt and infused with the energy of love, activating those who receive the fruits of my labor. And I invite the energy of love to uplift my feeling of well-being, to uplift my consciousness, and to bring greater awareness through me of the energy of love present in all things, in all places, in all plants and animals, so that my every moment may be experienced in greater love. I thank the energy of love and gratitude, and I receive this energy into my heart. And with that, you can open your eyes, come on back to presence. Thank you for participating in that with me. I hope and intend that you were able to feel the energy of love working directly with you. And I encourage you to take that and use it in your own way, change the words, use the words, or keep them the same, however you feel, to invite the energy of love into your life and your consciousness. And again, I'd love to hear your experiences with this after you've practiced it or after you did that. Did you feel it? Did you get the sense of it? Or how are you going to use it? Or will you do that as maybe a morning ritual like I do? And sometimes I do it as I'm drifting off to sleep at night as well. And I find it very balancing and very peaceful. And I just love the way that it feels. So with that, I'm wa-shay-la Sananda. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, like it, share it with others. And who do you know that could use the energy of love? Maybe this could be really uplifting for someone in your life. So I invite you to share the energy of love with others through this video. And I appreciate you. I love you. I cherish you. Namaste.